the meeting to order, 7:33. And let's see what else. All right, and then it looks like there's no public participation right now. Okay. We're gonna vote on approving of the minutes from July 24th.
I motion that we approve the minutes from July 24th meeting.
Great. And then am I seconding? Okay, I second that. So the minutes are
No,
approved.
no. Then you ask me to vote.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
we're gonna
It's very,
vote.
it feels very silly with two people. Yes.
I think that's what's messing me up. Okay, so we're gonna vote. So Tiana.
Yes.
Okay, I'm a yes as well. So
Now
they're approved from July. That's July 24th. Okay. Alrighty. So I have some updates on my end for green business related things. The first one, for the program proposal. I reached out to Sherry regarding the having a revised agenda with that draft attached to it. And so what she had this idea, which was great. So she ended up posting it to the website under meeting materials. So it's there currently.
Oh, perfect.
So if you want to pull it up, or I can pull it up and screen share, but you can actually see it. I clicked on it and it's a draft. So I put draft across the whole thing. So that is there and live as a landing page. I just wanted to let you get your eyes on it first before we sort of do anything else with that. So it's under ESC.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay. And just let me know if there's any tweaks or anything you see that's. And that's the like edited one that we had done as well.
Beautiful. Yeah, it looks real good to me. I think the only thing we need to add to it is just having some sort of explanation of it being a pilot. And I don't know if that belongs on that page or somewhere else, but yeah, I think that's the step is like,
Okay.
what does pilot mean? What are we looking to achieve? You know, make it
Yes.
clear that it's, this is the initial attempt and we'll be iterating.
Okay. All right. So you want that in that document? Do you think that would be helpful versus like, I think in my mind, I was doing it separately. And then like, this is more of like this is our quote pilot document. I don't know, but we can, it can go.
I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't know that it matters. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that is live and up there. So it is a landing. I don't know if that's in place of our landing page that we were kind of thinking about. Okay. So
I would say not. I think we should have a separate, like in the same. Where's the nav? Like in the same way that we have like the nav has, green communities, guiding principles, meeting materials, bylaw, etc. I think we should have an additional thing on the left nav for green business program.
Okay.
And then this content, like this page is either embedded in it or attached or something.
Okay, so we'll do that. And then that page.
Because I suspect that this meeting materials page that Sherry put up, which I think is great to have, that's going to start collecting other things like.
Yes. It will.
Other documents, other proposals or drafts of things. So I don't want to confuse people by sending them to that.
Okay.
To find the particular page.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So then on the green business pilot program, we'll have kind of what you were saying before, like an explanation of like what the pilot is, what we're doing, that sort of thing.
And probably like how to reach us. So, email ESC at,
Yep.
um, something like that.
Okay.
And then I think that page then will be where we post the names of the businesses once they're engaged in it so that we
Yeah.
can celebrate them, right? Like that becomes the sort of
Absolutely.
overall business landing page. Like, have you seen any of the ones that our other towns have done? Like that's often one of the elements is like almost a directory of like, here are the places
Yes, here are
that
the businesses. Okay.
that have done.
Gotcha.
So like,
So that'll
I
have
think that
those.
page will ultimately get those as well.
Okay.
Obviously not yet.
Yep.
We don't have any, but
Yep. So for the next thing, I created a Facebook post that I was going to share with you and maybe we can tweak.
yeah.
Um, and just kind of, I mean, I just wanted to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's see if I could pull this thing up. All right, can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, so again, all of this can be reworded, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can't, it's like
can
cut
you see
off
it?
on the side. Yeah, perfect, beautiful, thank
Is
you.
that better? Okay,
Yeah.
I just okay, so exciting opportunity for Wakefield businesses. The Wakefield ESC is launching a green business pilot program. Oh, I was going to say this fall, but and we're on the lookout for 5 local businesses to join us in leading the way towards a greener future. This program is designed to help you implement sustainable practices in your business, including green purchasing, waste reduction, recycling, and energy efficiency. As a participant, you'll receive personalized one-to-one consulting with a green business advisor who will guide you every step of the way. If you're ready to lead the way in making a positive environmental impact in Wakefield, please fill out this form. And then I hyperlinked it to the form that you had created um, back in the fall, maybe? Is that when we did that?
Yeah,
Do you remember
I
that?
don't, yeah, we should probably look at that also, make sure that it's,
Yeah, we have to look at it. I clicked on it today and it was still there and
okay.
able to do it. Anyway, so there's that form. Let's work together to build a sustainable future for Wakefield. And then I just put a couple of hashtags in there. So again, this is just a starting point of just a couple of things that would be like, I'm thinking of it more about like promoting it to businesses and just trying to get their interest a little bit. I didn't want to overwhelm them with information, but I thought it might be nice to just put a little bit out there and then have like either the form where they can submit.
Yeah.
Then we can reach out with more info or something like that. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I guess, do we want them to just to start by filling out the form, or do we want them to email us?
I think my first thought was that form was made at some point, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense to
Can you
have.
pull up the form? I don't even remember. I
Yeah.
remember that we did a form that was like a survey about whether, like, what would be interesting to you? Would you want this kind of support or that kind of, it was like, it was more of a
Let me see if
survey
I,
to tune the pilot rather than to say, great, you're interested, sign up.
yep,
And maybe I'm just
probably. Here, I'm gonna
not
share it.
remembering.
This is kind of what we had. You can see that.
Yeah.
What type, name your business, your email, what type of business is it? I don't know if I can go further without filling this out, but
Fun. Uh,
just type
see
all
if I
these,
can.
see if this will work. Oh, this is uh the bylaw.
Yeah, this was the one that we did initially. Okay, yeah, so this was the one we did last, yeah, like, wow, no, almost a year ago.
Yeah, it was in the fall, right? Okay.
And we got we got 5 responses. I thought we got more than that.
Yeah. And this was just kind of, what was the point of this? Just to kind of see.
Yeah, like to
Oh,
understand sort of levels of awareness and levels of interest. Like, if we were going to be doing a program like this, would you be interested?
I got it.
And what obstacles are in their way? And like, which of these things would help you? Like, do you want coaching? Do you want webinars? Do you
I
want
got
sort
it.
of
Okay.
purchasing? It was like that sort of thing.
I don't know how far it goes, but I think as long as it's that.
I really thought we had more than 5 responses, though. I'm really curious. Because I swear we had.
So it also sounds like maybe if we do go the way of a form, for me, that it's just an easier landing page. I use a lot of.
Oh, yeah, we had 13 responses to
Oh,
a similar one.
okay.
What's the difference here? That one we sent in May, and then we had another one that I'm very confused.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know, but I thought,
Like, did we change some of the questions?
I don't know. I can't really recall. Um,
Well, either way, my sense is that this is not the survey
no, it's not the survey. So
wants
either,
us to do to say, it's not the sign up.
right. So I'm thinking either we create the form, which I'm fine creating it. I just feel like it'll have the information we need, and then at least we can have a centralized place versus looking, or unless you feel like you want to check that email. And I just don't know what people would say. Like they just be like, hey, I'm interested, and that's it. As that first like mode of communication. I just
Yeah,
maybe creating a form would at least we'd get some information on the business and like, I
mhm,
don't know, right? Like just a little more info than them reaching out. And it might,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm happy to create a form if you feel like that's something we can do, but I don't know if, what do we do that under the ESC? Email? Like how do we,
That's an email and Outlook. I don't think we can create a form in that email. I've just used like
yeah, just Google and then
grab
you,
forms. And then whichever of us is checking it is just checking for response.
oh, okay. So it could be under like a personal email that the form would be under?
That's what I've done for prior forms for like, getting RSVPs to an event or things like that. So I think that's fine.
Okay. All right. So maybe
Because it's just for them to express interest and
that's
give
all.
us
Yeah, it's
our
just that.
information.
Okay, so maybe we can do that. Just to get, I mean, it's not gonna be too many responses, I don't think, but at least we can get some info on these businesses that are interested, and then we can reach out with some
Yeah, I guess
more.
what information are we looking to get in the survey?
Um,
Just like
I-
contact
Yeah,
info.
I would say, yeah, business name, contact info, maybe how long have you been in business?
Mhm.
So like years in business, maybe location. And then I think maybe, I don't know what your thoughts are, but if we did like one of the rating scales, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's like they indicated, in terms of each of like the pillars, like where do you feel like you're at in terms of, waste reduction or something like that, where we can sort of see how they're, they might be like, no, we're a 5 out of 5 for,
Hmm.
whatever.
Yeah.
Efficiency, you know,
I guess I'm wondering how much stuff we want to collect on a form versus in a like initial conversation.
right. Um, I just don't want to miss out on that first chance if they are interested. Like, I feel like even for me on the other end, if somebody gets my interest, like I'm more apt to like fill something
Do it
out,
right now.
do it
Yeah,
right now versus like if somebody sent me something after, I'd be like, oh yeah, I don't really have time right now. I'm doing something else,
sure. Yeah.
I'm just thinking from a, like, let's keep it simple and easy and
Mhm.
they do it once, but
Yeah.
it's okay. Um,
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Yeah, I think then something like how well do you think you're doing,
yeah.
like the 1 through 5 on each of those pillars, and then maybe like an open response of like, are there particular things you already know you want help with,
Yeah.
and then
Yep.
at least can maybe prepare or know,
Right. Exactly. It could help us, I think, for that first conversation of how to help them.
But I think like phone and email, and I mean, maybe we also make it possible to say like, who should we contact, like who in your business, because it may not be whoever's filling out the form. I
Yep,
think
it
probably it is, but
probably is, but yeah.
maybe not. They might say like, oh, actually, this person on our staff is the one who's gonna, work on the program.
I think it's also worth asking, like, would you prefer a remote versus in person?
Yeah, good call.
Because then at least if everybody chooses remote, then we know very quickly that this is happening,
Yeah.
on Zoom versus in person. Okay, anything else that would be helpful info to get? You don't want to keep it short, but
Yeah.
And then maybe like the plan would be after they fill out the form, we'll be reaching out.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yep.
All right, so we will reach out. And then, okay, so that should work. All right, so I'll create that form. I have the Facebook post. I feel like I like all these pieces, but it's like everything has to happen like in succession. So I don't
Right.
just trying to figure it all out.
Yeah. And did we want to link in the Facebook post to the one pager also?
Or we can
Just to the
mean to
footer.
the meeting material.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
So we'll link the one page info. And then the ESC website pilot page creation. Is that something that we do as well, or how do?
Yeah. What on earth was that? Startled, but he was in my lap, so he just like
Startled on you.
exploded out of my lap. That was a surprise.
Yeah, he's learning.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to just send me the page and then the bit of blurby text, I can send it over to Jen with an
Okay.
to put it on the website.
Yep.
I've sent her numerous such requests over the
Okay.
on the ESC. Yeah.
Okay, sure. So I'll send over, I call it the pilot page. I have to keep this all straight. Pilot page with the text. Okay. Sent Jen. My husband just started teaching a mindfulness course over at town hall today. And so he was saying some of the names and I was like, oh, I know these people from the
That's
ESP.
awesome.
So it's all the people who work over there. So it's kind of funny. We're both separately
Yeah, connecting with all
yeah, connecting. And I'm like, oh, I know all those names. I know all these people. All right, so you'll send to Jen. And then what was the other thing I was going
and
to
then
say?
we'll post on Facebook.
Yep, post
And then we
update.
should, so like I can post it to our ESC Facebook,
Okay.
and then any of us can share it to the various, there are like 4 different Wakefield community groups on
Oh,
Facebook.
are there? Yeah, I didn't realize that. Okay, I know the big one, but
So we can share it to those. Some are bigger or more interesting than others, but we can share it to those. I don't know if there are other business specific
oh
Facebook
yeah.
groups.
Um,
Does the chamber have a Facebook presence? I don't.
they might.
They might. Or certainly we can ask for it to go in the chamber newsletter.
Yes.
Are you part of the chamber?
I get a lot of things from the chamber. So I don't necessarily like actively go to events, but I do get all of their kind of newsletters and things like that.
So yeah, we can certainly ask to have the service, similar blurb as the Facebook post to go in their newsletter.
Their newsletter. And then I had emailed Erin to kind of see if we could get a list. I was thinking emails. I don't know. I was just thinking if we shoot out an email blast.
Yeah. Should that come from us or from Erin though?
Oh, that's a good point. Probably not us. Probably Erin.
I think if Erin is willing to, if she can send it to those businesses, and so then maybe it looks similar to the Facebook one with something like and we'll be at Town Day, please come say
Yeah.
hello and, ask us any
All
questions.
right. Email to
But like
Erin.
otherwise, I would say probably the similar content of.
Right, it will be kind of the same.
Yeah.
Thing, okay, so then,
I think worth specifically mentioning though that we'll be at Town Day, so that.
yeah, she had, I don't know if she ever like responded, but I think I had said something like, if we could get contact info. I don't think yeah.
Right,
I
I think I just told her that, yes, we have a table.
Yes, we have a table, then you were like, oh, Christina, like chime in on the specific promotional kind of stuff. But we can
Yeah,
maybe,
okay.
maybe we'll circle back with her.
Yeah, I think if we just send over, like, would you be willing to send, block content and this as an attachment?
Yeah,
that's fine.
and then would we send that? Well, no, we just link the meeting materials page and then will we link that, or do you want the attachment on there?
I would kind of rather link to the actual
Yeah,
page.
the page, but we don't have a page yet.
Don't have the page yet.
Yeah,
Well,
so that's
send it over to me. I can send it to Jen. She sometimes can whip those things up pretty quickly. So,
okay.
Maybe we see whether by the time we really want to send, because we don't need to send that very far in advance of Town Day.
That's
We're
true.
still a month out. So if we get that page up, I think it would be better to link to the proper green business pilot page rather
Okay, yeah.
than to the meeting materials.
All right, can we just
Probably in both in the Facebook post and in the announcement. I just don't want to confuse people by sending them to meeting
No, that
materials.
makes sense. I feel like that's the right way to do it.
Like if this is going to stick around or get shared, like we want it to be the link to the actual info.
Yes.
I'd say let's top priority of getting that page.
Yes. Okay, I was just gonna say that. Can we make like a little flow chart of like priorities? Like, so I'm guessing the first thing is I'm sending the pilot page text to you to get to Jen to get on the page. So
Yep.
we have the page. So once that's done, then we can email Erin with like a blurb and the link to the page to send to the Town Day. Is that,
Yep.
I feel like
Yes.
that's number 2, and then
Yep.
number 3 would be ESC post with the link, and then members would repost that to the community pages.
Yeah, I think that sounds like the right sequence.
Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm doing everything in order, because I feel like when I've been thinking about this the past 2 meetings, like it's been like, I think of something, I'm like, oh, we have to do that first. Oh, wait, I have to email that. Like I keep going backwards and I'm like, okay, this is not in the right order.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we could do that. And then Town Day is October? What is this?
September 21st.
So September 21st. So we would like to get, what's a actionable date that we want these kind of things done by? Because that's gonna be probably around the time of our next meeting.
Yeah.
So it seems like all that's gonna happen before that meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would say if you could send me the stuff for the page in the next few days, I'll get it over to Jen.
I'll do that
That's sort of the first domino.
Yep, I'll do
And I
that
think as
tomorrow.
long as the email goes out before Town Day, like if the
Yeah.
Facebook post happens after Town Day, I don't think that's a big deal.
Mhm.
The email going out before, if we can get all those things done before Town Day, that all the better.
Yeah,
And I guess for our next meeting, do we want to try to meet before Town Day or after Town Day? It might be good to have our meeting be after Town Day so that if we've had any conversations.
Yeah, I think so.
Because like, I think we're on the same page enough about what we would talk about businesses with, about
Definitely, yeah.
what those conversations would look like, that we don't need to meet beforehand to prep.
Right, no.
So I think meeting right after, so we can say, great,
Yeah.
we've had 7 conversations with these
Yeah,
businesses and
perfect.
here's our next steps.
Yep,
Has anyone filled out the form?
Yep, I think that's great. And I think also if Erin can get that email out before Town Day, which sounds like that's the plan, that's a good just launching point for conversations, just to say, hey, did you see this email? That that kind of thing. So I think that works.
Perfect.
All right, so we've sort of mushed a lot of the things into one. Let me just look at the agenda real quick. So review the program proposal, we talked about that. Next steps to launch the program, we did that. Next meeting date, do you want to set that? It would be after town day. And 10 days on a Saturday, right?
Founday's on Saturday, the 21st.
Yeah, so do you want to do the September 25th at 7:30 or I don't know if since we're pushing it, if that would overlap with waste reduction, probably not.
Yeah, I wonder if we could do the following week. I believe I'll be in New Jersey for a good chunk of that week on
Oh, yeah.
work trip, so
Yeah, you're good. Okay, so October 2nd.
yeah, that'd be better for me if that works for you.
Yeah, that's fine with me. And I'll just double check with the other subcommittee to make sure that. Because they're on Wednesday. I know you're not part of it, but we were on Wednesdays, right?
Right, yep.
Yeah, so I'll just double check and make sure that they pick another day. So we have that set.
I'm also like that week I could do a different day of the week also if that.
Oh, okay, that works. So if there's any sort of
Yeah.
overlap.
I couldn't do Thursday, but I could do Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesdays work for me.
Tuesday or Wednesday of that week if one goes.
Okay, do you want to do Tuesday just to kind of have it as a, just in case they
Yeah.
they put it on the Wednesday, at least you and I are a little bit of a smaller crew.
And then if we want to, the chamber has their breakfasts typically on the first Thursday of the month. So that'll then be right after our meeting. So at that meeting, if
Nice.
we want to discuss one of us going to that to announce the program also, depending on, depending on the reception we got at Town Day and
Yeah,
interest and stuff, we could
definitely.
pop in there.
That works. And then I think also like having 5 of them, like it feels very manageable. I feel like there's going to be a bunch of businesses there. So we can talk about. Hi, Kitty. So cute. Okay, let's see. Topics not anticipated, anything? He's saying no.
He's saying he has no topics.
Like, all right, so if there's nothing else, then I think we can adjourn.
Sure.
Can I have a
Very
motion?
quick. What an efficient meeting. Good work, team.
Yeah, I know. Do we need a motion to adjourn?
We do. I will motion to adjourn.
Okay, I will second. And do we have to go around for that one? I still, okay,
We don't
so
have to go around for any of the voting. Just a motion and a second just puts it upon the table to be.
got it to be
Been voted
voted.
on.
Okay, so then I call on you, Tiana.
Yes,
Okay.
I vote yes.
All right, I vote yes as well. So meeting adjourned 8:02. And
Right.
next meeting's 10:01 at 7:30.
Sounds good.
Ready?
A good rest of your evening then.
Yeah, see you soon. All right, we'll be in touch. All right, bye.